inhaling and exhaling. Just let your breath settle. This is one of the nicest parts of our practice, right? Where we just come to stillness and breathe. And now allow your breath to start deepening, breathing deep into the diaphragm as you inhale through the nose and exhaling belly button to spine as you exhale through the nose. Did I just say exhale twice? I meant inhale and exhale. Let's add some arms to that. So arms by your side, turn your palms up, exhale. And then as you inhale, think about drawing energy up from the earth as your fingertips touch overhead. Gently look up. And then turn your palms out, reach the hands away as you slowly exhale. And keep going with that. Think about energy in, sending it through the whole body. And energy out as you exhale. Release anything that no longer serves you. Just do that 2 more times, going at your own pace. And after your second time, just take your feet slightly wider apart. Let your hips and your knees be soft, and we're just going to move around in case you've been sitting or just need to wiggle a little bit right now. Just bend, let the arms move. And we'll do a few soft forward folds here. So sweep the arms up, inhale, and with those same soft knees and hips, slowly just fold forward, going as far as you want, no farther. Inhale up. And we're just going to go down again, floating down nice and soft, and up. And one more time like this. And we're going to go down again, but this time we'll hold here and take opposite hand to opposite elbow and move around in ragdoll. So go ahead and let your hips move, your shoulders, your arms, your head nods yes and no. Ragdoll here. As you quiet the movement in your head, always end on a yes. Then bring the rest of your body to center. Bring your hands to your legs, tuck your chin, and roll your hands up your legs as you slowly come back to standing. Shoulders back and down, head comes up last. Inhale and exhale. Great, let's do some standing cats and cows. So the feet are going to be hip-width distance apart. Knees and hips are soft, hands to the thighs. Inhale, arch your back, look up while you press your hips back, and then exhale, round your spine as you gaze towards your lap. Inhale, arch your back and look up. Exhale, round. And just keep going, a few more cats and cows like that. Head moves last. And the next time you're forward, gazing towards your lap, tuck your chin and let your hands roll up your legs. One more time, shoulders back and down. And come back to standing. We're going to open that up a little more. So inhale, draw your arms forward. Feel the space in between your shoulder blades really open up. And now, exhale here. And as you inhale, draw your elbows back as you look up. Exhale, touch your fingertips forward. Inhale, look up. So the same movement, just deepening it with long arms here. And the next time your fingertips are tapped together, hold here. Raise your arms overhead as you allow your legs to straighten up. Inhale and exhale. Take your right wrist in your left hand, keeping the feet planted. We're going to tilt over to the left. Get a nice stretch in the right side body. And then come center and switch. Tilt to the right. And we're just going to keep switching right and left, using this holding on to the wrist to help stretch a little more. The next time you're over to the left, hold here. Press your right foot into the mat and extend your arms out to the side. Press your left fingertips away from you and then start to take your right shoulder behind you as you look up. Inhale back to center, arms overhead. Take your left hand in your left wrist in your right hand, over, releasing the arms, right fingertips press away. Your left foot is grounded, left shoulder back, look up. Inhale the arms overhead and swan dive here. Nice and slow swan dive. And then float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. Okay, we're going to do a little twisting and then we'll do more in the seated twist. So your feet are planted, your knees and hips are soft, okay? And then just let your arms float from side to side. Gentle twist here. Let your arms start coming up. They come to shoulder height. Then they keep going. They're flowing in the air. You look like you're having your own little party there, and then start to bring them down, shoulder height as you continue gently twisting. And then the hands come back and tap the body side to side. And you come back to center. Inhale and exhale. Great, let's take 2 breaths here and notice how the energy is moving now. How are things starting to feel? 2 nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Great, and step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. We're going to have the feet hip-width distance apart. So we're at the top of the mat. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, but let your knees and hips really bend so your hands can touch the mat. Inhale and exhale here as you step your feet back, coming into downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, your body's in an upside down V. Inhale and exhale. Bend one knee and then the other. And just walk out your dog. Hold one heel down, stretch that back of that leg a little bit, and then switch other heel down, stretch the back of that leg a little bit. Go ahead and bring your knees down and sit off to the side. Take your legs forward. So from here we're going to do a little rock the baby, which will open up the hips, and we'll do more twisting in the rock the baby. Go ahead and bend your right knee. Take your right foot in your left hand and your right knee in your right hand. Your left leg is straight, left toes and knee are pointing straight up, and we're rocking the baby side to side here. The leg is going, we're moving from the hip. Yeah, the upper body's staying nice and straight here. Upper body faces forward, we're just rocking the baby. Letting that right hip open up. All right, now come on back to center. Put your right ankle on your left thigh above the knee. So it's above the knee on your left thigh. Your right foot is flexed. Okay. Hands are behind you for support, and start to draw your left foot in. Okay, when your right hip tells you that your left foot is close enough to your body, that's where you stop. This is a seated pigeon pose. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to let that right foot come over to the left, where the upper body is still. Bring the right leg up, right knee goes over to the right. So we're just rocking side to side, lower half of the body. Now let your right foot come all the way down, sit up, put your left hand on your right knee, bring your right arm up and back, it's by your right hip. We're going to do a little more twisting. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, start to move into your twist as you twist toward the right. Every time you inhale, you lengthen your spine. And every time you exhale, you see if there's a little more room in your twist. Start to turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. And if it's your night to do this, take your left elbow outside of your right knee. The important thing here is the spine is still straight, long and straight here. Release your left arm back down, turn your head forward, bring your legs back up, extend your left leg, unwrap, give your legs a crazy shake, and we'll rock the baby on the other side. Left foot in the right hand, left knee in the left hand. Yeah. Right foot is flexed, moving from the hip, rocking that baby. Nice opener for the hip, hip cleaner. Good. And come back to center here. Now bring your left ankle to the right thigh. It's never on the knee, right? Your left foot is flexed, hands are back, and walk your right foot in. Okay, so now we can feel that left hip. Just breathe into it and let your left foot come to the right. We come back through center, left knee to the left. So rocking the lower body right to left. Preparing for the twist. We take the left foot all the way to the right, sit up nice and tall, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, put length in your spine. Exhale, twist. As you start to turn your gaze towards your left shoulder. And maybe tonight that right elbow comes to the left knee, or you could stay like this. And then slowly release. Bring the legs back up. Extend your right leg, extend your left leg. Give your legs a crazy shake. Inhale and exhale. All right. Favorite time of the whole practice, core time. I see that. I got a big thumbs up. I got a lot of thumbs up from there. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to do some Deadbode Variations. So bend your knees, your feet are hip width distance. Arms are forward, core is engaged. And we're going to roll down, placing the spine on the mat. Nice, arms by your side. Okay, we're going to take the right leg up with the knee bent. So the knee is in tabletop position, right? And then we take both arms up. Actually, we take both knees up, don't we? Yep, both knees to tabletop, both arms up. Here we go. Get it together here. All right, we're going to take the right leg forward and the left arm down. And up. Left leg forward, right arm down, and up. There it is. Just keep going. Right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm. Nice and slow, very intentional. Nice little dead bug variation here. Next time you go left leg, right arm, you'll be even. Bring your knees in and rock from side to side. A little wake up for the core there, yes? Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and do some bicycles now for the obliques. So bring your knees back to tabletop. Cross your arms over your chest. Right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. Roll your shoulders and head up and take your left shoulder towards your right knee as you extend your left leg and bring it in. Roll up and right shoulder, left knee, right leg extends and back. So typical bicycles, just keep going up, cross, extend the leg and down. Try not to tuck your chin, so pretend there's a grapefruit between your chin and your chest, and that's keeping your chin from pressing down toward your chest. We're rolling up, shoulder to knee, center and down. All right, finish up your round and hug your knees in. Rock a little from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Okay, is anybody's core not awake? All right, we're on the floor, right? So if your core is not awake, send your feet straight up and wave your feet at me. Everybody's core is awake, it looks like. Okay, bring your feet down to the mat and let's come to hands and knees. Just checking. Don't want to. All right, so we're coming to tabletop here. Inhale and exhale. Knees are under the hips, wrists are under the shoulders, fingers are spread wide. We're going to take the right leg back, tuck the toes, press through the right heel and roll over the right foot. So we're pressing back and rolling. So we're getting a nice calf stretch and a little foot massage. Press and roll. Now press back and hold, pressing through the right heel. And bring the right knee down, left leg back, tuck the toes, press and roll. And press back and hold on the left. And bring the left knee back down, inhale and exhale. We're going to take the right leg back with the toes tucked. Now extend the left arm forward with your fingertips pointing to the mat. Lift your right leg, lift your left arm. From here, we're tapping down. Keep the leg and arm extended, down and up. Tap down and up. Down and up, tap down and up. Down and up, tap down and up. Down and up, last one, and up. Bring the knee down and the hand down. Left leg back, right arm extends. Up and tap, up and tap, up and tap. Keep going. Nice controlled move here. The core is working and your balance is working. Tap down, last one, up, tap down, bring your hand, your wrist back under your shoulder, your knee back under your hips. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands 2 steps forward and press your hips back towards your heels. So the knees are still hip width distance apart. The hips are back toward the heels. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands 2 steps over to the right. Get a nice stretch in the left side body. Walk your right fingertips away from you. Bring your hands back through center and 2 steps over to the left. Getting a nice stretch. You feel it in the right side body. Walk your left fingertips away. And then walk your hands back through center. Come on back up to hands and knees here. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands 2 steps forward. And then take your big toes together, knees wide apart, and find a nice child's pose. Your head is resting, your forehead is either resting on your mat, on your hands, on something. Your head is at rest. And breathe in your child's pose. All right, begin to move your hands back. Come back to tabletop here. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. We're back in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead and walk your feet towards your hands here. When you get to your hands, bring your hands to your thighs. Take a half lift, look up. Forward fold. Now imagine that your body is made of concrete from the waist down and feathers from the waist up. The lower body stays super strong. The upper body floats as you extend your arms. Inhale, float up, float. There it is, feathers. Palms touch and hands come heart center and release. Okay, let's come to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do some sun salutations to warm and strengthen every part of the body. Add flexibility, mountain pose here. And we'll add some arms to the beginning, so just follow along, we're staying together. Sweep the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, twist. Right arm comes back, left arm forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Long arms. Inhale, center. Elbows to waist as you look up. Inhale, center, and swan dive. Remember, the top of half of your body is light. The bottom half is super strong and grounded. Okay? Take your right leg back and bring your knee down. If your knee wants extra padding, just fold up the edge of your mat. We're in a low crescent lunge. Left knee over left ankle, right knee behind the hip. Engage your muscles and bring the arms up. Crescent lunge, yeah. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to bring the hands down. One hand on either side of your front foot. Leave one hand down and twist open with the other arm up. And then bring that hand down and twist the other way. So it doesn't matter which way you go, we do both ways. Bring the hand down, and we're either going to step back to a kneeling plank or lift your back knee and step back to a knee up plank. Whichever plank is better for you right now. The fingers are spread wide. Inhale and exhale. We're coming down, elbows behind you, chaturanga down, nice and strong to the mat. Hands are under the shoulders, lift them 3 inches off the mat. We're going to do a hands-free cobra. Hands are lifted, shoulders toward the ears, down your spine. Look up, the elbows are heading toward the waist, like we just did when we were standing. Hands-free cobra, and release. Whew. Find your way to downward facing dog. So you could come to table, or you could press straight back and up. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Take your right leg up, flex your foot. From here, we're going to tap the toes down and up. Down and up. Down and up. One more, down and up. Step your right foot forward and bring your left knee down. Arrange yourself for a nice low crescent lunge. Your right knee is over the right ankle. Yep, you guys are already there. Arms up, crescent lunge. Great. Bring your hands down. One hand stays down, the other arm lifts up. You're twisting. That hand comes down, the other arm lifts up. You're twisting the other direction. That hand comes down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step your back foot up to meet your front. Take a half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. All right, we're going to do the same thing starting on the left, but some of you want to do a high crescent lunge with the knee up. So let's just practice that high crescent lunge one time so you can see if that's where you want to go today. So from the top of your mat, slide your right foot back, your right heel is lifted, bend your left knee. Okay, we're practically in high crescent lunge right here. This is a balance challenge, so fix your gaze. Take your arms forward and up. And you are in high crescent lunge, your front knee is bent. Bring your arms down and step forward. Left leg back. Left heel is lifted, right knee is bent. Fix your gaze, arms come up. High crescent lunge. Bring your arms down and step forward. So there's your high crescent lunge today. Now, you know that when we do it in the sun salutation, it's for some reason it's a little more wobbly than what we just did, right? So be prepared, or do it with your knee down. Make sense? Everybody good? We good? All right, here we go. Front of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. First we're twisting. Arms wide open. And back to center. Inhale, twist to the other side. Arms wide open. Inhale, center. Elbows to waist. Look up. Inhale, center. Swan dive. Hands to the thighs. Half lift. Hands down. Step back with your left leg. Now you can bring your left knee down or keep the left knee up, engage your muscles, and carefully come into a high crescent lunge. All right, bring your hands down, and here we go. One hand stays down, other arm twists open, and you switch sides. Twist. Both hands down, step back to plank. Knees up or down, chaturanga. Elbows back, take it down. Okay, so we did hands-free cobra. We're going to do hands-free cobra again, all right? So the hands are lifted 3 inches off the mat, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, elbows back, look up, and release. Now when you lift up, look to the right. Hands up, lift up, look to the right, and bring it down. One more time, looking to the left. Hands up, hands-free cobra, look to the left, and release. Make a pillow with your hands. Let your forehead rest on top of your hands. Bend your knees, and let your knees, let your legs move side to side. Release the spine. Okay, bring your legs down, hands under the shoulders. Find your way to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. This time the left leg comes up. The left foot, oh wait, we have to tap down and up, don't we? Down and up, down and up. Hold the left leg up. Now take a big step forward with the left. We're moving into either crescent lunge with the knee down or crescent lunge with the knee up. Carefully bring it up. There it is. Yep. Now bring your hands down and twist one side and then the other. And after that, step your back foot forward. Take a half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. Whew. Bring your hands down by your side and take a couple of breaths. All right, is everybody warm now? Could you feel that sun salutation? All right, good. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to step the feet wide and turn the toes out. Okay, so all 10 toes, the right toes are facing to the right, left toes are facing to the left. Okay, hands to the hips. Let's just work on bending the knees out over the toes for a moment here. We want the knees over the toes. All right, now we're going to add some arms to this. Okay, bring your hands behind your head. Okay, bend your knees out over the toes. Take your right elbow towards your right knee. Yep, come up. Now extend your arms back to the right and up. Now we go to the left. Left and up. Extend and up. Everybody good to go? Right, right, left, left. Here we go. Right and right. Left and left. Again, it's right and right, left and left. One more, to the right and right, to the left and left, and bring it in. Extend your arms long overhead. We're in 5-pointed star now. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees over your toes. Bring your elbows to your waist. Moonflower. Inhale, take it up. 5-pointed star. Moonflower down. Inhale up. This time we're going to take Moonflower, hold it down. Raise your right heel. Bring it down. Raise your left heel. Bring it down. Raise both heels. Oh, here we go. A little balance here. Bring them down. Okay, we're going to raise up into 5-pointed star. Lift the heels. Keep the heels lifted as you come into Moonflower. 5-pointed star. Keep your heels up as long as you can. Moonflower. 5-pointed star. And Moonflower. Whew, let's make this the last time. 5 points. Moonflower. Heels down. Lift up. Arms down. Shake it out. Whew, give your legs a break. They were wide for a long time there, weren't they? Inhale and exhale. All right. So let's go ahead into some triangle. We're going to take the legs wide again. This time we're taking the right toes forward and the left toes in at an angle. Both legs will stay straight. Arms come out to the side. Just reach forward with your right hand and come back. We're just warming the body up. Reach and come back. Reach and come back. Now we're going to reach, reach, reach. This time let your right hand come down to the right leg and bring your left arm overhead in triangle. Shoulders are stacked. Okay. You could be looking at your foot here, the center of the room, or if you feel particularly well balanced right now, you could be looking towards your left fingertips. And then just lift back up. Arms out to the side. All right, we're going to go back into that triangle and do some other stuff with it. Reach forward, forward, forward. Remember, don't lock out your knee. Right hand down, left arm up. Float your right arm parallel to the mat. Float your left arm parallel. Now we're in a core triangle, yay. Oh, and lift up. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going back into triangle. Keep your arms long. Triangle, core triangle. Here we go. Yeah. And lift up. All right, bring your hands to your hips. Turn all 10 toes forward. Put your index fingers in your hip creases. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, fold your body right over those hip creases, hip creases, hip creases. Bring your hands down. If they touch the mat, leave them on the mat. If they don't, bring them to your legs. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. If your hands are comfortably on the mat, you can turn your fingers back and then walk them back a little more as your body is willing to move a little deeper into this forward fold. Hands are fine here, hands are fine on the legs. Whatever's working for you best tonight. Bring your hands to your hips, come halfway up, take a breath, come the rest of the way up. All right. If you want, bring your legs together and shake them out. We're going to do triangle to the other side. So step wide again, left toes forward, right toes in at an angle. The legs are going to stay straight, but we're not locking this knee out, right? We're just keeping the knee, maybe a little micro bend in it, okay? We don't want to hyperextend and push back on the knee. Arms out. Reach forward and back. Getting this spot, this side of the body ready for triangle. Forward and back. Now we reach forward, forward, forward. The left hand drops, right arm up. You're in triangle. Shoulders are stacked. You could either be looking towards your foot, toward the center of your room, or towards your right fingertips. Inhale and exhale, nice. And then come on back up. Whew. Reach forward, we're coming back into triangle. This time, the left arm floats up, right arm parallel, core triangle. Try and think about that feather, weight, light body as you lift up. Did that help? Feather on the top, right? Concrete on the bottom. Arms are long. Inhale and back over, core triangle. Shoulders are stacked. And lift up. Arms out to the side, hands back to the hips, all 10 toes forward. Inhale, exhale forward. This time, we're going to let the hands come down or to the legs, okay? And if your hands are on the mat, just keep your right hand down and reach up with your left hand. If your hands are on your legs, just reach up with your left arm. Come back to center and twist open to the other side. Both hands back to center, hands to the hips. We're coming halfway up and staying here. We're breathing halfway up. Now the arms come long out to the side. Bring the arms by your ears. Think about concrete from the waist down, feathers from the waist up. Float the body up. There it is. Hands to the hips. Inhale and exhale. And you can either step or hop your feet together. If you like to hop, remember soft knees and come to the top of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Oh, let's do some balance before we go back down, shall we? A little bit of extra balance. Yes, we shall. All right, so let's find a mountain pose. Remember 3 things very important for balance. We want a firm foundation. So lift your toes, spread them out, and bring them back down to the mat. The feet are big. There's your firm foundation. Legs are strong. Spine is long. Okay? Now we need a steady gaze. So find something you can look at that isn't moving. Now we want the mind to be calm. So take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And just exhale through the mouth. Release anything that says, uh-oh, balance, right? Who cares? Hands to the hips here. We're going to take the right foot to the ball of the foot. And then maybe let that knee start to float up. If it doesn't want to, you can keep your right toes down. Just testing balance on this side. And bring the foot down. Other side, left foot to the ball of the foot. Keep your gaze steady. Let that left knee lift up. So we're just testing balance side to side. And release. All right, now we're going to add some arms. Remember, your foot could stay like this or your knee can come up. So let's take the right side. We're going sun and moon. For those of you who know it, if you want to just go straight into it, just go ahead. We're going right knee up, left arm up, right fingertips down toward the mat. And release. Yay. All right. Other side. This might be your good side or your better side, right? Left knee up. Right arm. Left fingertips are pointing down toward the earth. Sun and moon. And release. Great. All right, we're just going to play with that for a little bit longer. Okay? So take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Sun and moon. Right knee, left arm. Now take both arms out to the side. See how that works for you. Inhale. And maybe as you exhale, start to twist toward your bent knee. Oh, that's a challenge. Come back to center. Left arm up, right arm down. We're back in sun and moon. And release. All right. There's a whole bunch of challenges in there. Left knee, right arm. Sun and moon. Float the arms out to the side. Inhale, and maybe, if you feel like your balance is with you for this, turn towards your left knee. Come back to center, right arm up, left arm down, sun and moon. And release. All right, one more time each side, whichever one you liked. I'll talk you through the whole thing. If you want to leave out the twist, leave out the twist. Ready? Right knee, left arm. Here we go. You could stay right here, or you could bring your arms out to the side. You could stay right here, or you could turn toward your right knee. Come back to center. Left arm up, right arm down. And release. All right. So that was a little test for you guys to see if you were doing what I told you, which is watch something that isn't moving, or if you were watching me, right? If you were watching me, you probably were having a hard time because I was wobbly. Gaze is everything, right? Can I get an amen? Keep your gaze on something that isn't moving. Left knee, right arm. Arms out if you want. Stay here or twist to the left. Come back center. Right arm up, left fingertips down. And release. So we're just going to stand here now in mountain pose and just feel that sensation of balance. That was a lot of moving in the balance. Just feel balance, feel your energy moving through. Now we're going to go to the top of the mat if you're not already there and work our way back down. So let's take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Float the arms up. Inhale. Swan dive. Lower half of the body is nice and stable. Upper half nice and light. So we've been working the legs. So we're in a forward fold here. Feel the back of your legs. Release. Bring your hands up to your thighs. Press back through the hips. Look up. Half lift. Hands down. If you want, step back to a plank, or you could step back to down dog. Okay? Go into down dog if you want, or plank, chaturanga, cobra, and now down dog. So we all meet in down dog sooner or later. And in this down dog, we're gonna let the hips move from side to side. Just think about releasing now. Time to start our finishing poses. Bring the knees down, sit off to the side, and take your legs forward. We're finding seated mountain pose with the feet flexed, shoulders back and down, hands by your side. Inhale, exhale. All right. Okay, so we're going to take the legs to a V, draw the arms up, turn the palms forward, inhale, remember those hip creases, fold forward from the hip creases, and bring your hands down. Flex your feet, point your toes up toward the sky, and gaze past your fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Just a nice little forward fold here, just breathe into it. It doesn't matter how far forward your hands are. Now walk your hands over to the right, bring your right hand outside the right leg, left hand inside the right leg. Turn and face your right leg. Inhale, look up, and exhale, melt your body over your right leg. Walk your hands back to center, and then over to the left. Turn your body over your left leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, melt over your left leg. Walk your hands back to center. Now press your palms into the mat as you look up. Inhale and exhale. Just let your fingers walk a little farther away from you if they want to. And then walk your hands back in towards your hips. Help your legs come back together and give them a nice little shake here. Inhale and exhale. Bend at the knees. We're going to be rolling down to the mat here. So you can hold on to your hamstrings or bring your arms forward. Slowly, slowly lower. Lower, lower, lower. Hands down. All right, we did a lot of hip opening, so we're going to take full advantage of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and arms overhead, legs long. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, draw the knees in and rock a little from side to side. Now holding on to your right leg, you might have the shin or the thigh. Bring your left foot down. Hold on to your right leg and let your left leg go straight as it wants to. It may go all the way, the knee might be bent. Just inhale and exhale here. Now put your left hand on your left thigh and hold on to your right shin with your right hand and let that right leg open to the right. Your knee is still bent. We're just opening the inner thigh here and bring the right knee back up towards center. Okay, go ahead and bring your left knee in. Hold on, double knee squeeze here. Both hands to the left leg. Right foot comes down. Right leg extends. See what your right leg wants to do. Now bring your right hand to your right thigh and let your left leg open to the side. So it's a big inner thigh stretch that we're getting here. Bring your left leg back to center. Bring your right knee in. We're coming into happy baby. You can hold on to your hamstrings, the inside or the outside of your feet. Your feet are flexed. Happy baby here. The knees are heading for the armpits. There's that hip. See, we did a lot of hip opening. Makes happy baby even happier. And then if you want to rock from side to side, that's good too. And then come back to center. Release your feet and bring your feet back down to the mat with the knees bent. Arms by your side. Let your knees gently open and close just a little bit. And bring your knees back up to center. We're going to do a little bridging here. So bend at the elbows and point your fingertips up toward the ceiling here. Bending at the elbows so your upper arms are in contact with the mat. And start to rock your hips back and up as you press your upper arms gently into the mat. So you're in a little bridge here. And then put space in between your shoulder blades and start to roll your spine back down to the mat. Roll up again. Lift. And then slowly roll back down. We're going to lift up. Maybe you want to bring your feet a little closer this time. Maybe you want to keep them where they are. Roll up. And now let your forearms come down to the mat. So we're just in a regular bridge here. Inhale and exhale. And if you like, let your shoulder blades start coming together and clasp your hands underneath your body. This may not work for you. Don't do it if it's not good for you tonight. Release your hands, put space in between your shoulder blades, and slowly place your spine back down on the mat. After bridging, we just want to stay here for several breaths and just let the spine be in a nice neutral position, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to take the legs straight up, just so we can do some ankle work. Point and flex the feet. And circle one direction and the other. Nice. Go ahead, bend your knees, bring your feet back down. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's work on the hands. So we're going to make a gentle fist and extend and wiggle the fingers. Gentle fist, extend and wiggle the fingers. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. And bring the hands back down to the side. Okay. We're going to take the feet mat width distance apart. So your right foot's touching the right side of your mat, your left foot's touching the left side. Your arms come out to a T with the palms facing up. Inhale, take both knees to the right and take your gaze to the left. Come through center, take both knees to the left and gaze right. And come center, knees right, gaze left. And center, knees left, gaze right. And center. And one more time, take your knees to the right, gaze left and hold. Notice in your left leg, the upper part of your leg, you're getting a nice stretch in that area. Knees up, gaze center, and switch sides. Legs go to the other side, hold, gazing toward your right fingertips. And then bring everything back to center. We're going to take the feet back to hip width distance, hands down by your side. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, scrunch up your face, scrunch everything up, and as you exhale, nice lion's breath, stick your tongue out, open your eyes wide, and say, ha! And release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, scrunch. Exhale to lion's breath. All right, and just start to scan your body from head to toe. See if anything needs to move around as you find a comfortable position for final relaxation. Your knees could be bent or your legs straight. Just allow yourself to melt onto the earth and have a few minutes of conscious relaxation here. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Bring movement back to your body, wiggle fingers and toes. And as you inhale, draw your arms long overhead. Exhaling, bring your knees in, give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side and back to a nice easy seat as you're ready. And turning your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.